Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Ahsantu. My dear brothers and sisters, today being the day of sorrow, as we have recited in Ziyara Ashura, Bani Umayyah, they have changed each and everything. They have distorted the history. They made the day of Ashura to be the day of happiness, the day of Eid, the day when you can buy your hajat for your house for the whole year. This is the day they have made it so. And that's why many people do not understand you and me. When we wear black clothing, we mourn, we shed tears for Abu Abdullah. They don't understand us. Why? Because just 50 years after the death of the Holy Prophet, they have changed everything. It was only 50 years when they killed Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Can you imagine 50 years? Islam was changed just 50 years after the death of Rasulullah. Not 500 years, not even 1,000, just 50 years. When you think, how was it easy when Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam left Medina? Why the people of Medina, why didn't they come and stop Imam Abi Abdullah to come out? Why? Why they wouldn't say, oh Hussein, stay, we'll stay with you. We are ready today with you. But it's because of the changes which were introduced, bid'ah, innovations. Jahil comes to power, a drunk person comes to lead, and people would say, no problem, you lead, we'll follow you. And this is exactly what we see today. Those criminals are the ones who are leading the ummah. From Masharik al-Ardi to Magharib, from east and west, this is what we see. Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussein say, no, hayhata minna dhilla, will not allow that to happen. And that's why he was ready to fight until the last drop of his blood for him to save the ummah of Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. And it is the day like this one, you need to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making you to know the haqq of Ahlul Bayt, to know the right of Ahlul Bayt, to know the truth of Ahlul Bayt, to know who Hussein is. Many people think that Hussein he died when he was young. Astaghfirullah. He died when he was young and everything stopped there. They don't know that he was killed in Karbala and the way he was killed. Inshallah, there will be Maqtal after Salatul Dhuhr. I want just to share this information with you in order for us to be in that atmosphere of Ashura with Abu Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. According to the reciters and writers of Maqtal, they say when Abu Abdullah al-Hussein lost Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. When Imam Hussein lost Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, Ibn Amir al-Mu'minin. And who is Abbas? Abbas was the one who fought in the battle of Siffin. You know, battle of Siffin, Amirul Mu'minin was there, Ali bin Abi Talib. And he took his children to fight against Muawiyah, against the enemies. Abbas was one who came out to represent Amirul Mu'minin, and the way he was fighting, people thought Abbas was Ali. Until they said, can you uncover yourself so we can see who is this? We see Ali is sitting there. Who is this another Ali? But then he uncovered himself and they saw Abbas. This was Abbas. When you see in Karbala, Imam Hussein says, my flag bearer is Abbas, you should know that Abbas was that hero, warrior. The flag bearer is someone special. And Imam Hussein alayhi salam gave it to the special right person, Al-Abbas. But when Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas lost his hands, and I'm sure you know the Maqtal, you know the story, that when Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas lost the first arm, how did he manage to carry the water with the left one? When we cut our finger, you are ready to lose each and everything, but imagine he lost the whole arm. And then he carried the water with the left one. How did he manage, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas? And then he continued until other narrators, they say he carried the water with the teeth. And when the arrow came, it pierced the water mask or the water container. Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas cried. And he was sitting on the horse without arms, thinking, I was given a task to go to Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. Now I don't have water. What can I do? At that moment, one of the enemies came with that iron rod, and he hit Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas very hard on his head. And Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas now could not stay still on the horse. He had to fall on the ground. Can you imagine when you fell, you have to put your hands on the ground, but Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas did not have those hands. How did he fail? How did he? How did he? Then when you ask, how did he fall from the horse to the ground? Then you come to understand that indeed was a musibah. And not only that, they cut him many times. When Imam Hussein alayhi salam reached him, he saw him in that condition, and Imam alayhi salam wanted to carry Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas to the tent. He couldn't, because the body was cut into many pieces. He carries him from one side, the other side of the body falls. It was so sorrow to see Imam Hussein alayhi salam looking at the Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, and he started crying. Then Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas said, please Mawlaya, don't take me to the tent. I promised Sakina to bring water. Now I don't have water. What can I go and say to Sakina and the ladies in the tent? And it was at that moment, while he was holding the head of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas on his lap, narrators say Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas removed the head few times, and then Abu Abdullah said, why I see this? Then Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas said, few moments from now, I don't know who will be there for you, O Aba Abdullah, to carry your head on his lap. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. When Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas passed away, it was at that moment Imam Hussein alayhi salam said, Al-an ankasara dhahri. Salamullahi alayka ya Aba Abdullah. It is now my back has been broken. It is now I don't have any other plan. Hal min nasirin yansuruna. Is there any helper to help us? Is there anyone who can come for our rescue? No one was there. Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussein had to go to the tent. Can you imagine now the discussion? Sakina is asking Aba Abdullah, where is Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas? What about Sayyida Zainab? When Sayyida Zainab was leaving Medina, people were helped to mount their camels, their horses. Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas was there for Sayyida Zainab. Now imagine the sister is asking the brother, where is Abul Fadl al-Abbas? And the answer came that Abul Fadl al-Abbas has attained his shahada. Then Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam said, now it's my time for me to go. The story of Abdullah Radhi, you know. After the shahada of Abu Ali al-Asghar, Abdullah al-Radhi, Imam alayhi salam bade farewell to his family, and this was the final farewell. Imam went, he fought, and then he came back again for the second farewell. Al-Wada, Al-Wada, oh Sister Zainab, Al-Wada to the wives, Al-Wada to Imam Ali as-Sajjad, Zainul Abidin, Al-Wada to all those who were there. Imam alayhi salam went to fight, and we are told that he was very thirsty. For 3 days he did not have any water to drink. Imam Hussein alayhi salam went, he fought as much as he could, but then he was surrounded from all the corners, and they started throwing the arrows. Other people started throwing stones to Abi Abdullah alayhi salam. Others hit him with the iron rods until Hussein bin Ali fell on the ground. When he was there on the ground, they started kicking Aba Abdullah Ibn Rasulullah, the one Rasulullah used to honor and respect and cherish and love. They started kicking Abi Abdullah al-Hussein alayhi salam. Then according to Maqtal, we are told that those people who were surrounding Imam Abi Abdullah al-Hussein, the names have been given. Ishaq ibn Huyay took the shirt of Abu Abdullah which he was wearing. Al-Akhnas ibn Murthid ibn Alqama al-Hadrami took the turban of Abi Abdullah. Al-Aswad bin Khalid took the sandals of Imam Hussein. Jami' ibn Khalq al-Audi, some people say Tamim, he came and he took the sword of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Then one mal'oon by the name Badjal, when he saw Imam Hussein wearing a ring, and the ring was covered with his blood, Badjal came and cut the fingers off, and he took the ring of Abu Abdullah. Qais ibn al-Ash'ath took the velvet on which he since then used to sit. Imam alayhi salam was wearing a worn garment, but that even was taken by Ju'na ibn Huway. And when Abi Abdullah now was lying on the ground, he couldn't move. Umar bin Sa'd al-La'in said to the soldiers, what are you waiting? What are you waiting? No one wanted to go to Abi Abdullah except Shimr al-La'in. Shimr al-La'in. He sat on the chest of Aba Abdullah. He grabbed the beard of Aba Abdullah. He placed the dagger on the neck of Aba Abdullah. And he started slaughtering Ibn Fatima al-Zahra. He started slaughtering Ibn Ali al-Murtada, Ibn Rasulillah. And then they put the head of Imam Hussein on the spears. Now imagine the ladies in the tent when they saw the head. And actually they saw the horse. Dhul Janah went back to the tent. And when they saw Dhul Janah without Abi Abdullah, they knew now Aba Abdullah has been slaughtered. As this was enough crime, then Umar bin Saad said, we need the soldiers to go and trample the body of Aba Abdullah. And indeed they did that. The soldiers came and they started trampling on the chest of Aba Abdullah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Some reciters, they say that Imam Sajjad was talking with the Auntie Zainab and they heard the crashing sounds of something. Imam Sajjad was very ill and Imam Sajjad was on his bed. He couldn't come to help his father. When Sayyida Zainab was asking, which sound is this which I'm hearing of crashing of something? Imam Sajjad said, oh my auntie Amma Zainab, you don't want to know what is happening now. According to the reciters, they say that the whole body of Aba Abdullah, each part of the bone of the body of Aba Abdullah was crushed. And that's why this was the biggest musibah when Imam Sajjad always, when he used to pass by the butcher, he would ask them, when you are slaughtering the animal, did you give them any water? They would say yes. Imam would ask them why. They would say this was the sunnah of Rasulullah. Then Imam would cry and he would say, they slaughtered my father. They slaughtered my father and they didn't give him any water. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Wallahi, those were mal'ooneen. Not only they cut the head of Aba Abdullah, but they cut off all the heads of shuhada. Even the baby Abdullah Radhi, they did not stop the head of that baby. And we are told that the mother asked Sayyida Zainab, you said when Abi Abdullah al-Hussein, he saw the baby died, he buried the baby. Why then I see the head on the spear? ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. مأتم حسين. مأتم يا الله. يا حسين. يا حسين. Mwekeo. Ya Hussein. 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 Ya
जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम? जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम? ना सर पे रही चादर, ना मेरा बचा भाई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम? जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम? जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। ना सर पे रही चादर, ना मेरा बचा भाई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। अब्बास चले आओ, खैमों में गरीबों के भूखे और प्यासे हैं, लूटे गरीबों से ना सर पे रही चादर, ना मेरा बचा भाई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। जलते हुए खैमों से ज़ैनब की सदा आई, अब्बास कहाँ हो तुम। करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया, 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 करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया। खून टपकता हुआ अब्बास का परचम आया, करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया, करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया। जालिमों इसको तो दो घूंट पिला दो पानी, जालिमों इसको तो दो घूंट पिला दो पानी, अब लबों पर मेरे बेशीर के है दम आया। खून टपकता हुआ अब्बास का परचम आया, करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया, करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया। जैसे जैसे मेरे गाजी का अलम झुकता गया, जैसे जैसे मेरे गाजी का अलम झुकता गया, पुश्त पे हजरत शब्बीर के भी खम आया। खून टपकता हुआ अब्बास का परचम आया, करबला वालों पे ये कैसा मुहर्रम आया। या हुसैन
Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein.
या हुसैन।
The sky has turned red, Hussein's blood was shed. In Karbala, Zahra's heart now aches, Hussein has been slain. In Karbala, the sky has turned red, Hussein's blood was shed. In Karbala, Zahra's heart now aches, Hussein has been slain. In Karbala, the sky has turned red, Hussein's blood was shed. In Karbala, Zahra's heart now aches, Hussein has been slain. In Karbala, the sky has turned red, Hussein's blood was shed. In Zahra's heart now aches, Hussein has been slain. In with no mercy, they slaughtered his body. With no mercy, they slaughtered his body. They killed Ali's son while he was thirsty. They killed Ali's son while he was thirsty. May Allah's curse fall on all of his killers. May Allah's curse fall on all of his killers. The Prophet's grandson has now been martyred in Karbala. The Prophet's grandson has now been martyred in Karbala. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain in the sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain. With no mercy, they slaughtered his body. With no mercy, they slaughtered his body. They killed Ali's son while he was thirsty. May Allah's curse fall on all of his killers. May Allah's curse fall on all of his killers. The Prophet's grandson has now been martyred in Karbala. The Prophet's grandson has now been martyred. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain. Voices in. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain. With no fear, Shimr sat on Hussein's chest. With no fear, Shimr sat on Hussein's chest. With the dagger, he pierced his holy neck. With the dagger, he pierced his holy neck. May the wrath of Allah fall on Shimr's head. May the wrath of Allah fall on Shimr's head. The son of Zahra has now been slaughtered in Karbala. The son of Zahra has now been slaughtered. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain. After his death, they didn't leave Hussein. After his death, they didn't leave Hussein. With the evil, they trampled him with their horses. May Allah keep them in the fire of hell. May Allah keep them in the fire of hell. The son of Ali was killed brutally in Karbala. The son of Ali was killed brutally. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. The sun has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein has been slain. With no remorse, they even took his belongings. With no remorse, they even took his belongings. With no shame from his finger, they stole his ring. May Allah give them his worst punishment. May Allah give them his worst punishment. The heart of Hassan is left on the sand in Karbala. The heart of Hassan is left on the sand. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. Zahra's heart now aches. Hussein's blood been shed. The sky has turned red. Hussein's blood was shed. In Zahra's heart no aches. Hussein has been slain. In Hussein ya Mawla, ya Mawla, ya Mawla. Hussein ya Mawla. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hey, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein. Ya Mawla, the people blame me, the people blame me, the people blame me, but they can't tame me. I will always shed, I will always shed the tears for your head, the tears for your head. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Eh, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hey, Abdullah's thirsty. Abdullah's thirsty. Abdullah's thirsty. They show no mercy. Abdullah's thirsty. They show no mercy. They show no respect. They show no respect. They pierced his soft neck. They pierced his soft neck. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hussein, Ya Mawla. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla. Hey, and then Zainab waits for her true soulmate. Hussein, and then Zainab waits for her true soulmate. As she is yearning, as she is yearning, the tents are burning, the tents are burning. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Voices, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hey, Hussein, Ya Mawla. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. And then Zainab waits for her true soulmate. And then Zainab waits for her true soulmate. As she is yearning, as she is yearning, the tents are burning, the tents are burning. Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hey, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. Hey, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. One more time, Hussein, Ya Mawla. Ah, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Hussein, Ya Mawla. Ah, Hussein, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla, Ya Mawla. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
يا حسين يا حسين كل يوم عاشوراء كل أرض كربلاء كل يوم عاشوراء كل أرض كربلاء يا أبا الأحرار يا أبا يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين كل يوم عاشوراء كل أرض كربلاء كل يوم عاشوراء كل أرض كربلاء يا أبا الأحرار يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Ya Abal Ahrar, Ya Abal, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Ya Abal Ahrar. رسول يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين يا رسول يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Every day is Ashura. Every land is Karbala, Ya Abal Ahrar. فاطمة تندب وتقول يا حسين يا حسين. فاطمة تندب وتقول يا حسين يا حسين. علي يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين. علي يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين. حسن يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين. حسن يندب ويقول يا حسين يا حسين يا حسين. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Every day is Ashura, every land is Karbala. Ya Abal Ahrar, Ya Abal Ahrar. متوجهين لزيارة.
السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء، السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين، وعلى 9 معصومين من ذريتك، علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن، عجل الله فرجك وسهل الله مخرجه وظهوره. والسلام عليكم يا أهل بيت النبوة جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وقائدا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
لبيك يا حسين.
لبيك يا حسين، لبيك يا حسين، لبيك يا حسين. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سبحان الله والحمد لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله جل جلاله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله جل جلاله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم أشهد أن عليا ولي الله صلوات الله السلام عليه أشهد أن عليا حجة الله صلوات الله السلام عليه حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح حي على خير العمل حي على خير العمل الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد اللهم اجعل لي قلبي بارا وعملي سارا وعيشي قارا ورزقي دارا وأولادي أبرارا واجعلني عندك كبر نبيك المصطفى صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم مستقرا وقرارا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
وتب علي توبة عبد ذليل خاضع فقير بائس مسكين مستكين مستجير لا يملك لنفسه نفعا ولا ضرا ولا موتا ولا حياة ولا نشورا. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من نفس لا تشبع ومن قلب لا يخشى ومن علم لا ينفع ومن صلاة لا ترفع ومن دعاء لا يسمع. اللهم إني أسألك اليسر بعد العسر والفرج بعد الكرب والرخاء بعد الشدة. اللهم ما بنا من نعمة فمنك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. وصل يا رب على محمد وآله الطاهرين.
Sallallahu Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. We will be going into the second phase of our activities for today. Right after this, inshallah, we will be doing Marsiya by three brothers. Brother Muhammad Bakir, Brother Hassan Mushtaba, and Brother Shajar. And thereafter, we will have our Urdu Majlis. And after Urdu Majlis, we will have our English Majlis. And we will be winding up with Ziyara and Tabarruk, inshallah. So we will be turning around to our normal direction, inshallah. Jazakallah, Sheikhna, for conducting this Amal for us. And may Allah give you tawfiqat. Ilahi amin. Jazakallah. Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.